All right, what's going on, y'all? She got CJ 100,
We got to is the fire.
and we are the 5100 podcast. Back at you with another live Saturday night fire. You did what I'm saying. We got a couple things we're gonna discuss regarding to this topic. But before we get into the subject matter, I want to thank everybody for being here. Also, I want to let you guys know that didn't know, because we didn't let a lot of people know over time, but we've tightened up on that, you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to show y'all we have a t-shirt store where you can get 5100 merchandise for 35% off any order that you get, right? And this the promo code will be back 100 and you get 35% off your order. We got real peel shirts, eggplant disinfectant over feelings. We got them in all sorts of ways: regular t-shirts, V-necks, women, men, long sleeve, hoodies, tank tops. We got onesies, goddamn me. So we got everything you need when you want 5100 merchandise. Again, the promo code to get 35% off your order is back 100. All right. So once again, I want to thank everybody for being here. We're gonna go ahead and get into today's show. Give me just a second. So we got a lot to say about women. So they accuse us of being woman haters, right? And there's a club that we like to welcome Ben to. Yeah, here you go.
Good to see you. Your flies on the line. Welcome. All right, Spanky. Hey, Spanky. All raise your right hand. Your other right hand. I. Stymie. Member in good standing of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Do solemnly swear to be a He-Man and hate women and not play with them or talk to them unless I have to. And especially never fall in love. And if I do, may I die slowly and painfully and suffer for hours or until I scream bloody murder.
That's funny every time. So what's up, bro?
Man, chilling, ready to get into this conversation. Been doing a little bit of research, watching some clips, trying to figure out everything that's going on. And everybody know how I feel about marriage, about how important it is. So to see these situations happen is disheartening to me. So hopefully I can give a little bit of clarity on how I feel about it and honestly how I feel like it should be. But we'll get more into that.
Right. Well, hold on, let me try. I don't like that music. What the fuck I was choosing that one for? That's cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the ones that don't know, about a month ago, Tia Mowry officially did an Instagram post to let her fans and followers know that she was divorcing from her husband of 14 years, right? And I got the article, which I'm not going to read all of it, but I do want to read some of it to add some context that people might not know about. And this is not about bashing anybody, beating anybody down, but this is, if you see the title, we're talking about, we've got now a divorce culture.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Tia Mowry and husband Corey Hardick are calling it quits after 14 years of marriage. On Tuesday, the sister alum, 44 years old, announced the couple split in a heartfelt Instagram post. Before I go further, that's what we're doing. We're announcing divorces on Instagram. What does that say to you, Ted?
Publicity. That's what it say to me. Everything, you gotta know everything that I'm doing. It was a time and a day where you couldn't even, celebrities had a mystique about them. Now, they just like me and you, which they always was, but it's like now it's even my divorce, even my problems at home, I gotta tell everybody on social media, which is trash. So
yeah, facts. Okay, let me keep reading. All right, I have always been honest with my fans, and today is no different. I wanted to share that Corey and I have decided to go our separate ways. She wrote alongside a black and white photo of the couple. These decisions are never easy and not without sadness. That's sadness. Okay. We will maintain a friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children. The television personality continue. I am grateful for all the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends, family, and fans for your love and support as we start this new chapter moving forward in our lives. Now, maybe y'all didn't catch it, but I was emphasizing certain words. Happy, our, all of these things, right? Sadness. You know what most of them are, Ted?
was that
Emotions.
mm-hmm.
Now, I could be tripping. I don't think it's a good idea to put your marriage or base your marriage off of your emotions, seeing as how they're so temporary. I could be tripping.
I don't think you tripping, but it's something else I caught in you reading that as well. She said, we have decided. A lot of times, both parties don't decide. One person decide to leave and be like, oh, okay. And you just got to deal with it. I had a situation with a friend of mine that got divorced. He didn't want to get divorced. The wife just said she wasn't happy. She had found somebody else, and she was like, she told the kids, hey, we decided to get divorced. It's like, no, we didn't. You left. They do that all the time.
So I want to play the video of her talking about this, and this is also fair use. Fair use. Let's get to it.
Because some people, when you say, oh, my husband and I are going our separate ways, they go, oh no, oh, that's sad. But you actually see this as
a celebration.
A celebration.
I really do. I look at it as one of my friends, she sent this beautiful letter to me from a woman who got a divorce. And it's all about, this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative. My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now.
I feel this because marriage is hard.
It takes a lot of work.
And it also takes a lot of guts to know when you need to change something.
Yes, it really does.
It takes a lot of courage to say this isn't working.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where you knew I have to do something different?
Yes, I feel like when I started to, again, like I said, focus on myself, but there was this sadness. And I knew that life is short. I had actually, lost my grandmother. We had lost Elena Housley, and both of them at the same time. There was just an aha moment in me where I said, you know what? You need to tap in, see what's really going on with your happiness. Life is short. Let's go. Let's start working on you and really focusing on what really, really matters here, which is at the end of the day, your peace, your joy, and your happiness. So I would say that. And I wasn't.
Interesting. So, first thing that popped up to me is the way that they're trying to change the narrative about divorce.
Yep.
Right. And I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't appreciate it because you're trying to make a negative thing positive.
Yep.
In this generation, and it's millennial, but it's all ages. It's just the millennium generation. Like, if we look back on today, we'll say this was the generation millennial time, right? So our time frame, bro, we all about changing what's good to wrong, what's wrong to good. And she's literally trying to sell us that this was a good thing. Your thoughts?
That's what they believe, bro. Now breaking up a family ain't as big a issue as it should be. It's just, I left. And I'm saying this, and I'm trying to be understanding. And when we use emotion, happiness and sadness and stuff like that, it's like, man, I get it. But at the same time, you done created a family unit. I didn't hear nothing in that to me that was like warranting divorce. And like, if y'all don't know, like this brother, neither one of them said they cheated. He was a good father. He was a good man. You ain't hear, hey, he put his hands on me. He cheated on me. He was treating the kids bad. You ain't hear none of that.
Nope.
It's sad, bro. It's sad.
And this is the thing this is an issue that I have with women specifically, right? It's not just them, but they do this so much, right? Women tend to explain something bad as something glorious and amazing and something that frees them from captivity. Like, they always have these, like, if you look at girls' quotes on Instagram when they take a picture, it's always some shit like, she was a caterpillar until she turned into a butterfly. It's just like that, and it's always after a breakup when they say shit like that, right? I will never forget who I am again, like just shit like that. And it's just like it's cliche shit. It just is, bro, and it annoys me to the T. And then you got a situation like this where women will listen to this and follow suit.
Yep.
I'm tripping because she didn't blame him for ruining the marriage, but we know the damn battle weaponry that they like to use, right? It's either irreconcilable difference, we just couldn't work it out, or he was toxic.
Yep.
It's never anything they did. And what does she keep talking about? Her happiness.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
And that's the thing. That's the frustrating part to me, bro. It's like, men don't get to use happiness as an excuse to leave. Like,
Right.
it's so many times where I wasn't happy, but I know I had to do something, like working a job 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Right.
But I know if I want to keep my house, I want to keep my car, I want to keep my family together, I have to do that. And I'm not saying that our happiness doesn't matter, but it's things that's bigger than your feelings.
Right.
And I think a lot of the times the world that we live in now are telling women, hey, your feelings are the only thing that matter. It don't matter if you got 2 kids and a beautiful family. Turn it up. Just be happy. It don't matter if you can't
choose you.
Yes, choose you. Forget them. You got a great loving husband that don't come around so often because according to women, ain't no good men out here. Just leave them. You'll find another one. It's no
another
problem.
Even though you said there's no good men out here and you got one, just leave him. It's another good man out there. Like, bro.
Yeah.
The logic just gets so twisted and tangled, bro. So, for ones that don't know, we haven't, made it super clear, but we are Christians, right?
Yes.
And there's a Bible verse, Matthew 19 chapter, I think it's verse 4 and 5, where he talks about the only reason he allows you to divorce. And that's strictly for basically cheating, adultery, having fornication outside of your marriage is fornication. That's the only thing that warrants a divorce. Anything else, he views that as adultery.
Facts.
And we play with these vows, and I'm gonna go ahead and be transparent. I left my marriage when it could have been fixed. That's my personal opinion. I believe that it could have been fixed, but I chose to make that decision. I made it. I gotta live with it, and I know God charged me with it. But you see how I can say that,
right,
and not make it sound like some romantic novel. It's just what it is. Just what it is. Like it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So another thing that she said, which broke the internet, she referred to her marriage as a curriculum. Right? You got, and I want y'all to follow me here, right? Curriculum. And she also said she graduated when she got divorced. So you know what that tells me? You went into it wanting to get to end.
Yes.
If you're being honest. Now, you were just saying those words just to say. So you see how you're going to be caught in the catch-22 either way it go. But let's just say I believe you believe that it was graduation. At that point, you went into it knowing it would be an end. Because you don't go to college saying, well, I'm going to stay forever. Because that's what marriage is supposed to be. So already you came into it with the wrong mentality, and you look back and you have the wrong mentality because you keep trying to make it something it's not.
Right. And to me, the saddest thing for me is how like nonchalant, like that interview, bro, like watching it, it was almost like she wasn't talking about a husband, children. It was like she was talking about writing a book. Like, yeah, I completed, it's done. It's like, whoa, wait, what? You made vows before the good Lord above, saying through sickness and health, and ain't neither one of y'all sick. What's the point? And like CJ said, the Bible gives clear definition of what terms of divorce can be on.
Right.
If you don't even believe in God, cool. But even you understand that this is supposed to be to death do us part. And this brother, according to both of them, he did nothing wrong. The curriculum thing, it's like CJ said it best. You went into it knowing that you were leaving. But I'm going to challenge her on that because I don't believe she did that.
Okay.
When she got married, all this foolishness wasn't going on. You know, people was trying to stick together. Man, we hit 2020, 2021, 2022. It's hot girl summer. I personally believe that she was like, I'm ready to see what I can do out here now. And the first thing that she posted was a thirst trap after the divorce.
And it's
heels
funny.
On, little dress.
It's funny. It's funny because, you know, For her to say that, I mean, just think about what that means, ladies and gentlemen. She said, I graduated. I laughed at it the first time I heard it, but when I just sat and thought about that shit, I talked to my grandmama about it. Like, what you think? And it's just like, we kind of got the same opinion. Like, she wasn't in it for real.
Nah.
And the rumor is that it's because he wasn't financially making money like she was. That's the rumor. Now, I won't confirm or deny, but if we was to discuss that, I looked up his net worth. $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like the top 1% to me.
It wasn't more than her though. That's
Well,
what it was.
I guess Kevin. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. The plot thickens.
But bro, for me, it's not surprising because the time that we in, the times that we are in now, tells women that you don't need a man. It don't matter. And even with her, it's different because she had already created a family. She got her children. And we didn't talk about this. Some women can use their children as love sponges instead of a man. So now that she ain't got brother Corey no more, she still gonna get that love and mama this and mama that, but it's different. And like, bro, I don't know the inner workings of they marriage, but I really do feel sorry for Corey, bro, because it's like, dang, like, and I know he didn't want it. He said to himself he did not want a divorce, but she was like, it is what it is, and he just had to deal with it.
Charles said, I just think she got tired of him. I agree.
Facts.
But I believe it was what Ted said too, because I only brought up the other scenario to challenge her. Like, I'm going to go with your logic. Now I'm going to challenge your logic.
Yeah.
She got tired of seeing other women, hot girl summering, taking pictures, girls trips. This is why we talk about it the way we do. This is exactly why. Because social media has effectively deleted modern relationships for real.
Right.
The 30 to 50 year marriage, shit's over. It's just over for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if I wasn't trying to have more children, I wouldn't get married. That's just me personally. That's the only reason I want to be married is for legacy and family. If I wasn't interested in that, I wouldn't marry some of these heifers out here. You see how they moving?
Right.
You see how she moving? You know what I'm saying? They not in it to actually build something. Me and you talk about this all the time, bro. How people let happiness determine everything.
Yes,
which
sir.
I would argue happiness is one of the emotions that you experience the least. Because life is beautiful, glorious, ugly, and horrible, and hard and easy at times. But it's going to be more hard than it is easy. And people are going into relationships, specifically women for this conversation, are going into relationships thinking that I'm supposed to do something for you. Just do something for you. We shared a short today talking about the Titanic situation where the man put his woman on a boat and sat in ice and died. Now, if that was in a relationship, her and dude, Tim, Mowry, and Corey, if he had done that, he'd have lived in infamy forever. But in reality, she didn't really want to be with him.
And that's sad because when you think about it like that, how many brothers out here would risk their life for a female that really wouldn't do the same? And that's one of the trickiest things about marriage. And like I said, for me, CJ tell me all the time I'm lucky. And the more and more I see situations play out like this, the more and more I know that I am. Because when you look at Tia, she had, the foolishness about knowing yourself and evolving and stuff like that. It's like, you can't do that with somebody. You can't do that with your husband. You got to do that alone. You probably should have did that before you got married. I had to do some of my evolving before I said I do. Yes, you still evolve in your marriage, but you evolve in the marriage.
Right.
I was listening to a brother that been married for a long time, and he said something together. He said something like this. He was like, even though we two different people, we gonna grow, but the things that keep us together supposed to get stronger as we grow. My wife might take on some principles on down the line that I'm like, dang, this ain't how you was 20 years ago. I ain't gonna be the same person 20 years ago. You grow together and you learn more about each other. And it just seemed like with this Tia situation, it just, to me, is disappointing. 14 years of marriage down the drain because you wasn't happy. Or like Reggie said, he wasn't hitting the back of that box.
14 years. It's like it's not incompatibility at that point. It's not irreconcilable differences at that point. At that point, that's not what it is. I've been with somebody long. It's not irreconcilable differences, bro.
Nope.
Only way that a divorce happens in a situation like that is if it's abuse, if it's cheating, if it's some real horrible shit for a 14-year marriage to end. You know what I'm saying? And think about it like this. The women on that clip told her it takes a lot of guts to be honest and whatever the fuck they said. And I'm sitting there thinking, so what you're saying is it takes guts to quit.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, bruh, we giving people kudos for running away. And this is only a one-sided thing. Men don't get kudos for leaving their family. Men don't get kudos for deciding, hey, I'm happy, I don't want a child.
I ain't happy. I want a 21-year-old young tight thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not satisfied because my wife doesn't give me. You could just say your wife ain't giving you sex no more. And the response would be, their body changes. So I don't change.
What are you not doing, sir? That's what they'll say.
I'm going through things, man. Do I not get to change and have things in my life change without you feeling like I'm not happy anymore? This is gonna be controversial, but this is where I can understand a polygamous conversation. I can understand it because you have different women serving different purposes for that man, and they're a team. Because if I'm being honest, it don't seem like most of these women built to stand on her own as a wife today. Because like they're quitting for nothing.
Facts.
Happiness? Come on, bro. And you said it. Women are leaving their marriages, leaving their situations because they're not as happy as they think they should be.
Facts.
They don't have the money that they think they should have. They're not getting the adulation. Aisha Curry, not getting the adulation from other men outside their marriage. And women defended it.
Facts.
Jada Pinkett, they defended it. Something is off here. And that's why I say, bro, we got a divorce culture. And the reason we have a divorce culture is because the women aren't marriageable. The women aren't wives. This is not to beat women down. This just look. They telling you they not wives no more. They telling you it's slavery. They argue about 50-50. Okay, you do 50-50. You're not a leader. Okay, you do 100%, you controlling. Baby, I don't know now leader ain't controlling. The quarterback gonna control that huddle.
Them facts.
Michael Jordan gonna run the show. Bro.
It's just, I just believe, bro, a lot of the stuff that's going on now is just, I gotta do what I gotta do for me. We living in a selfish world. And I'm a guy, like, I done admitted to myself numerous times that I can be a selfish guy. But what changed that and what continues to change that is I have a family now. I can't do what I want to do no more. I can't go everywhere I want to go no more. That's the sacrifice that I take on as being a husband and a father.
Right.
And when I don't do that, everybody tells me I'm not doing it. But when Tia don't do it, she on a national syndicated show getting applause from women in the crowd. And the dude that was there. Yeah, come on. Did you see? She had to stop because somebody, I got you. She had to stop and point out a woman in the crowd. Because in that crowd of women, and I'm pretty sure it may have been a good amount of them that was married there. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them feel like Tia. But a lot of them might not make that move. Because a lot of them is in the house. They ain't got the capital that Tia got to just walk up because she ain't happy. James taking care of all them. John taking care of all them bills. So you come sit down and we'll figure this thing out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, come back to reality. I want to show y'all, and I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna pause at certain points and y'all take what y'all take from it. But this is serious, man. This is a serious thing we talking about.
Stepping in, because some people, when you say, "Oh, my husband and I are going our separate ways," they go, "Oh no, oh that's sad." But you actually see this as
a celebration.
A celebration.
I really do. I look at it as one of my friends. She sent this beautiful letter to me from a woman who got a divorce, and it's all about this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative.
Changing the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
My marriage was a success.
I just want to know, I ain't never quit nothing successfully. Like, I ain't...
I was successful at my last job, but I quit.
I quit, though. What? Like, listen... You actually have to listen to what is being said here, because it just make you be like, I'll never not finish the project and said it was done. And if I did, I got an F or incomplete. Come on, bro.
Toro said, I still haven't heard a legit reason why she decided to leave. Had everything she wanted in a man, but still wasn't happy. Freaking pathetic.
Facts.
And shout out to you, Toros. Appreciate you coming through, bro. We're going to drop the link soon. Got another half of this to get through as far as Kim, and we're going to drop it. All right. Back to this shit show.
I look at it as like a curriculum. When you
What?
That just bro.
It's just you saying anything. You trying to sound educated, smart. You're enunciating your word, a curriculum. It's like bro, come on, man.
You're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. Yeah. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation.
Bro, so you just create the kids and leave, huh? Like you just, hey, we did what we was supposed to do. All right, mama out. I'm gone, man. Y'all have a good one. And I guarantee you, this thing is being spun in the house like mama the victim. I put money on that.
Of course. That's what it has to be.
There's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at.
So them kids don't matter.
Nope.
Okay.
Happiness over everything.
Mm-hmm.
At it now.
I feel this because marriage is hard.
It takes a lot of work.
And it also takes a lot of guts to know when you need to change.
Toros, it's worse than that. she won't acknowledge that it failed. She can't. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, not upset. She said she's celebrating. So she definitely.
She hasn't even acknowledged that it's failed.
Facts.
Yes, it really does.
It takes a lot of courage to say,
She deserved Young Jock.
This isn't working.
Yeah.
Was there a like moment where you knew like I have to do something different?
Yes, I feel like when I started to, yes, I
It's just to know when you need to change something.
yes.
You know?
It takes a lot of work.
And it also takes a lot of guts to know when you need to change something.
Yes.
I kind of agree with that, but not change your marital status, Muffin.
Bruh, I know, yes, it do take guts to know, hey, bruh, I gotta leave this part of me behind.
Right.
To make me better.
Right.
But I leave that part behind so I can be a better husband, so I can be a better father or a better man. She's saying, hey, I can't be better with him. But you chose him.
You was with him for 14 years.
Right, like
come on, man. That's all right. Yeah, you're right. Let's relax. What's up, Celine? You remember her, man. That was that's our old girl. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
home
man,
gang,
I see her
home
all
team.
the time. Yes,
home
sir.
Team.
Gotta get you one of them shirts. We've been promising you. My bad.
All right, what Jenny said real quick. Jenny said, put my ad on the retention list. I refuse to graduate from it.
I put an A++. That's what that is?
Yeah,
oh, okay. I got you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you missed that one.
Had a slow moment. My bad.
It happens to the best of them. I refuse to graduate from marriage. You graduate when you die. The ceremony is in heaven.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy.
It really does.
It takes a lot of courage to say this isn't working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there a like moment where you knew like I have to do something different?
Yes, I feel like when I started to again, like I said, focus on myself, but
focus on myself.
There was this sadness. And I knew that life is short. I had actually,
life is short. Okay.
Lost my grandmother. We had lost Elena Housley.
Let me tell you about sad stuff in my life.
Right. Exactly. Hold on.
Perfect.
Bruh. Then CJ, when I was telling you about a situation between me and a friend, and I told you they gave me this whole BS sandwich and then tried to cover it up with feelings at the end. That's what happens when you're guilty. That's what you do. So you gotta.
Can you run this sandwich back one more time for us?
What happens is you try to cover up you have a BS sandwich and you try to top it with feelings so people don't understand that it's BS. But it's still BS. It's the meat, the main ingredient is BS. That's what this is. This is a presentation, a palette of BS. I just gotta add the feelings on here so it don't taste like BS. It's pitiful, bro. It really is.
What you think about this question right here?
So let's John. So if y'all woman came to y'all with this, would you agree to an open marriage? Me personally, I wouldn't agree to an open marriage. And surprisingly, because I know my history. And some of y'all do too. But I wouldn't, bro, just because I feel like, and this is my religious side coming out, I don't think that's the way it was intended. I know that ain't the way it was intended. I appreciate that.
I had to catch you, bro.
I just, the bond between one man and one woman is something different. Now, I don't knock people in open relationships or poly. I just feel like when I stack up against them, I'm better. Not like I'm a better person. My bond with my wife better than your bond with your wives. That's what I believe. What say you, bro?
I say hell no. Because we came into this and we came into this being married man and woman. Now, if you're talking beforehand, before we ever put a ring, that's a different conversation. But if we're
Okay.
already married, oh no, 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 we're not doing that. We're
And
not
she
doing that.
come to you about it? Oh,
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because
we getting divorced.
it's damn near because you already basically you telling me you ready to be an adulterer.
Facts.
That's basically what you're telling me. Like I get the question, I get the sentiment behind it, but in reality, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish this up and get to Kim K and Kanye.
And both of them at the same time, there was just an aha moment in me where I said, you know what? You need to tap in, see what's really going on with your happiness.
Bruh. See this?
Tap in? What you a dope boy? Tap into what?
Right. You wasn't tapping in yourself for 14 years. That just happened all in 6 months. Like, you know what, man?
Two people
I'm gonna
died.
tap into my. Oh, exactly.
Two people died, and I just realized life is short. You just not realizing life is short.
You ain't lost nobody in them 14 years. Okay.
Cool. All right, let's go.
Life is short. Let's go. Let's start working on you and really focusing on what really, really matters here, which is.
No, she didn't just say that. What really matters here? Tez.
Yeah.
Tez, I hate to be this person, but I also don't mind being this person.
What woman, sir? This here is a hoe.
Not. Are you serious, bro?
Bruh, her happiness is more important than she. If y'all thought that we were just trying to make this up and put it on her, you heard it from the camel's mouth. She said it herself. My happiness was more important than my marriage, more important than my children, more important than the house that we created. That's modern women in 2022.
All right.
And I understand why men be like, I don't even want marriage. And it hurt my heart, bro, because I know how much marriage mean to me. And when I hear brothers say it, but then I see that, I'm like, I get you. I feel you.
It was literally like, let's just say for a period of time, she had to focus on her family. She kind of had to neglect herself, which you have to do in marriage. This is what she did.
Yeah, it's my turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
You lost the game,
you
baby.
Still lost the game.
Facts.
Oh my goodness, bro. But anyway, that's enough of Miss. Well, I can't say Mrs. Mowry. Well, no, her name is Mowry, so that's her maiden name. So Miss Mowry, that's enough for her.
Wait.
Go ahead.
She kept her maiden name
the whole time.
She had never changed her last name. Oh, it was for business. Oh, it was for that. I don't give a shit if you marry a Lindsay. If you marry a Lindsay, you gonna be a Lindsay. Even the hyphen, I ain't got no problem with the hyphen. She didn't even. All right, okay, all right.
I didn't know that. See, that's boy, this modern shit.
Crazy, ain't it?
It's just all right, man. The old heads got a point on this one. Got to give it to the old head. This shit crazy. All right, Kim Ye. Well, no longer Kim Ye.
Right.
Kanye and Kim now. All right. So I had a couple points that I want to highlight in this one, Ted. And they'll come about as I read. But let's just get into it. All right. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have officially agreed to the terms of their divorce. The Skims founder, 42, and the rapper, 45, have finalized their settlement terms, with the exes coming into an agreement about child custody, according to People. Right. According to divorce documents obtained by people, the former couple will have joint and legal custody of their 4 children. I salute her for that, for making sure that went through. Got to give her that. The Grammy winner will be required to pay $200,000 a month in child support. He will also be responsible for half of the children's medical, educational, and security expenses. And this is where I speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So somebody's going to have to explain to me how a woman that has been quoted as a billionaire is getting child support in the sum of $2.4 million a year. And child support is for who again?
Right.
But that's not even it. That's not even it. He's required also to pay half of security, medical, and school expenses. So what is the child support for?
Mm-hmm.
Tez, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something.
You ain't missing nothing, brother. And you somebody that know this firsthand. And this what we talk about. Yes, we talking about divorce, but this is one of things that happen. This is one of the effects of divorce. Child custody, child support. What child need to be that supported? And you can say, oh man, well, they need security and they famous and they this and they that. Bro, you think we don't understand that? For $200,000. Even if the money is for the children. If Kim is a billionaire, why she just can't pay for that stuff when she have them? And Kanye do the same when he have them?
See, that's too much right.
It makes sense. And that's the frustrating thing, bro. And that's why, like I said, when I hear men say they don't want to get married and I look at stuff like this, I'm like, I get it. And no, I don't know nobody that's gonna have to fork over 200,000. But if I gotta fork over 2,000, 20,000, 200, that's more than what I need to be forking over. Like,
and
bro,
this is the thing. When women always say, the guy that's on child support is usually because he won't take care of the kid. Well, we've seen Kanye be nigga. Kanye don't play about them kids.
Over the moon.
So that excuse doesn't work. And you know what I've been seeing with Tom Brady and Giselle Bunch's divorce? A lot of women were saying she'll be fine. She doesn't need Tom's money. So does that not apply here? Kim is fine. She doesn't need Kanye's money.
Nope.
It's so funny to me because, and I guess this is maybe this is biological. Maybe it really is. I'm starting to believe it more and more. But when a man divorces and gets full custody, which Kim didn't get, by the way, that would make more sense. She actually had 50-50 custody, right? Joint custody. It would make sense if he was having to pay child support then. But that's not even the case. So you're telling me that this woman, who is a billionaire, quoted, a billionaire, this woman who has revolutionized the whore game to a whole nother level, needs a man?
Whoa, what? Wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on. You say what now?
Kim K, the mogul, the Kardashian brand, which came from a man, by the way, she does need a man? Huh. So let's I'm gonna get too far into that. But I just think it's funny that all of a sudden the temperature is changed when the relationship is no longer there, or a woman wins something in court. All of a sudden women celebrate it. I don't understand that. I don't understand that logic. I truly don't, because if that man was on his own full custody, he wouldn't ask $1, especially being the man, the wealth that Kanye has.
Facts. And bro, we know that. Like CJ, that's the frustrating part when it comes to men, bro. We not asking for nothing, even though we should sometimes. Like, bro, that don't make no sense for me. I guarantee you Kanye wouldn't have asked this woman for no money.
No.
For what?
No. But that's the man.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why. All right, bro. All right. God damn it. All right. So let's read on, shall we? Matter of fact, can you start it? Let me see. Both Kardashian waived South and West waived spousal support. Yeah, she got $200,000 in child support. She didn't need it. All right. But I give her credit because she could have gotten it. Could you start at the pair also agreed, my brother?
Gotcha. The pair also agreed to settle disputes regarding the children by participating in mediation. However, if either party fails to take part, the other is allowed to make the decision in a dispute by default. The couple's assets, including their property, will be divided based upon their prenup.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some real nigga in it. I'm gonna put some real nigga in it. Okay. Ain't it funny how women understand prenups when they have power? When they have assets? Ain't that funny? It makes sense now. Bruh. Ain't that funny, bro? Ain't that funny how they understand they need to protect their assets when they have some? But any other time, when it's the other way around, well, you really just betting on us not to make it if you get a prenup.
Bruh, right quick. I don't know how many of y'all, me and my wife watch some reality TV. It's a show we watch called Love and Lockup. She ended up dating a guy that was in jail. He got out of jail. So, of course, he ain't got nothing. He been in jail 5 years or whatever. She well off. She got her own business. She doing pretty good. She came to him and asked him for a prenup. And he was like, why? Like, you don't trust me? Whatever. The girl mama was like, yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to protect yourself. And just like CJ said, it's so funny. When the shoe is on the other foot, it's, if he really loved you, he wouldn't do it. But when you got the ball, like they say, when the rabbit got the gun, now all of a sudden you got to protect your assets. Bruh literally had to be like, I'll do whatever it take to marry you. But a lot of the times, brothers like that understand I ain't got too many options. And to me, bro, you brought it up perfectly. She can control, she can dictate. Oh, okay, well, shoot. Now that we got a prenup, all right, we ain't got no prenup, I can do what I want to do. But just like you said, if she got some power, oh, yeah, we cool. I can work with that. Jenny, he can control it all. I knew what was up when he asked me to marry him.
Toro says because the kid's permanent home address will be with Kim. That's probably why she gets child support. And Kanye wasn't exactly. Of course, look, fuck them.
Yeah, I'm
talking about the principle here. The kids, first of all, it's joint custody. Now, if it was outlined that he has less than 50, you can tell me. But usually joint custody mean, I don't know if they're in Cali. I think it's automatic when you do joint custody, it's 50-50, if I'm not mistaken. So 50-50, you can miss me with the permanent home shit. And she makes more money than him. This is what I'm talking about. We got to stop that. She makes more money than him. Now, what's somebody gonna say next? Well, he still got to handle his responsibilities.
Yeah,
that's the next thing that's gonna come up. You still got to. bro, why can't I just do my responsibilities when I have them? Boss lady, boss chick, jefe,
That
jefa.
don't need no man.
It's this mentality. And I'm not like, it's not even about Kim and Kanye. It's the shit, this the trickle down effect. It's the way women gonna look at this that's affecting our society. They have outs. They get free money for having a child. Child support isn't even necessary. It's really not. Child support ain't. Kanye has been doing what he's supposed to do for them kids. It's been documented. She never spoke against him. She never spoke against Kanye one time as far as being a father. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, brother, can we get to this to Roos comment? Because I really want to dive into this one. So he got the thing is, I wish the system was changed. Just make most parents pay into a joint trust fund that the child has access to at 18. That way finances can be weaponized.
They won't do that.
So that's one of the best solutions I done heard since I've been in this space. And I'm shocked.
I've said the same thing. I have a trust for my daughter. But the reason that won't happen is because, let's say you don't have your check directly taking your money out of it for child support. So you go pay online, right? In Tennessee, it's $30 to process your money. I did the math on this the other day. Let's say there's 100,000 men in Memphis. Let's say 30,000 of them are on child support. Let's just say 3,000 of them pay their shit on time, but they pay it online, right? 3,000. That's 3,000 a month, right? Times 12. That's 36,000, right? This is just based off of the look, bro. 3,000. I'm gonna do it one more time for you. I'm gonna make sure I got this right. 3,000 times, what was it? $29. That's $87,000 a month in fees, not child support. The fees of child support times 12. That is $1.4 million they making off of charging men $29 to pay their child support. And I'm being lighthearted with 3,000. 3,000. I just said 3,000 men. Memphis got like 500,000 people here. Come on, G. So Toulouse, that is a great. I never broke it down like that. But yeah, because that's why I said it's not for the child.
Hey.
There's way better ways to do it than just giving autonomy to the mother. But they won't do that.
Like you said, bro, it's a system about money and control.
It's not for deadbeats.
I
keep telling people.
Okay.
You got it. Go ahead.
But I was just like, I do believe that if that system was implemented, now what you doing is you holding both parties responsible. So what happens when mama don't pay? See, we bro, we done got so used to women getting a pass in these situations that you never really think, okay, what if the shoe was on the other foot for real? Where if she don't make her payments, I get full custody. Man, that's a good system.
He on to something. He's on to something with that. All right, let's get into this so we can go ahead and open up the lines in a second. All right, the agreement upon their divorce settlement terms came 9 months after Kardashian was ruled legally single during a purification hearing. West had
wait. Hold on, bro. I remember when they were going through their situation, and she asked the courts to deem her as legally single. What the hell is legally single? When you still legally married? What's that? Can somebody explain how you can be legally single but you still bound together by a marriage certificate. That's all. That was so weird to hear.
Maybe that's above my pay grade.
Maybe, hey, when we start balling from these YouTube chats, maybe my wife might be legally single all of a sudden. Like, I don't need this, man. I'm legally single. Okay.
So West had previously challenged Kardashian's request to be declared legally single, but said in a statement at the time, "I've asked my team to expedite the dissolution of my marriage to Kim so I can put my entire attention on our beautiful children." Can I highlight something?
Mm-hmm.
Now this just me, Tez. Let me come back down for a second. This just me, brother. I could be tripping. I could be out of line. I thought it was romantic for a man to still want his wife, to be fighting for his wife. But they said he was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was romantic. We are in lost times, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I thought that was what you supposed to do. All these R&B songs about, baby, I'll run in the rain for you. I only got 10 minutes, or 10 seconds. You know, guy Mowry out there dancing in the rain. Icebox. I thought that was all wanted.
I'm so cool.
But like you said, bro, when Kanye do it, he crazy. If Ted do it, I'm crazy. I thought that's what you wanted.
Because Kim is your idol. That's I ain't even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna do that to y'all because Lord have mercy, we'll get canceled. All right. So he also said that, I want to put my attention on our children. So I grant her an easy divorce. Men are so fair when it comes to this stuff, bro. If a woman don't get her way, I'm telling you, I've been there. My divorce should not have been contested, bro. Because she ended up agreeing what I wanted from the beginning later. Because she didn't want to keep paying the money while I was paying the money and child support or whatever. So,
right.
All right, let's move on. All right. Okay. So Kardashian and West started dating in 2012 and Wednesday in May. What the fuck? In 2014. Their marriage landed in a crisis at the height of West's public outburst in 2020, which I don't blame her for being annoyed with that shit.
Right.
After he launched a controversial bid for president of the United States and divulged deeply personal details about his family and marriage on the campaign trail on Twitter. All the time, I don't agree with that either. Like I can understand her being pissed off about that.
Yeah, because he said some stuff that should have been kept in the house.
Facts.
And it's like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, see this, and that's another thing. Well, hey, look at us holding Kanye responsible, ladies. You see that?
We don't hold men accountable.
You see that, right? Even though we in the He-Man Woman Hater Club, we can. Hey, you seen that, right? We said, Kanye, you were wrong for divulging family business out in the public. So I get that.
Yep. All right. At the time, Kardashian addressed his bipolar disorder diagnosis in a rare public statement, asking for compassion and acknowledging their complicated and painful situation. Now, if a woman was dealing with postpartum,
hey, go back to reading now.
Then Kardashian filed for divorce from West in 2021 after nearly 7 years of marriage. Months later, in December, she requested to be declared legally single. We already read that. I got a couple more things I want to read, Tess, and I'm going to leave it alone. In court documents filed in 2021, Kardashian said, "I very much desire to be divorced. I have asked Kanye to keep our divorce private, but he has not done so. Kanye has been putting a lot of misinformation regarding our private family matters and co-parenting on social media, which had created emotional distress. Now, I ain't going to let you get away with the shit you was doing with your daughter either, that he was pissed off about, and he used his platform to speak on it. That's just another conversation for another day. You put it out public, hey, he got a right to criticize it publicly if you're going to talk about his daughter publicly."
And right quick, we found out about Pete Davidson from you. So Shouldn't that have been behind the scenes as well? Behind the scenes can't just be one-sided. Like, if we both supposed to be doing it behind the curtain, let both of us do it. But I digress.
And dude having pedo jokes, but it's cool. It's all good. But you know, she got the right to feel the way she do. I can even with all that, I can understand her point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the court terminating our marital status will help Kanye to accept our marital relationship is over and move forward on a better path, which will assist us in peacefully co-parenting our children. Co-parent is just a new word, ain't it?
Yep.
The Kardashian star added, while I wish our marriage would have succeeded, okay, I have to come to the realization there is no way to repair our marriage. How did you come to that realization? Kanye does not agree, but at least it appears, oh, so the man is actually trying to keep the marriage going. So maybe it's right that 80% of women file for divorce. Go ahead.
What?
Okay. Want to end our marriage, even if he does not. I asked the court to, this is the part that's going to get me right here, Tez. I asked that the court restore me to the status of a single person so that I can begin the healing process and that our family, I'm going to stop right there. You don't get to say that. That's over. It's over. You're not a family anymore. Like, go ahead, bro. Just go ahead. I'm gonna get there. Go ahead.
You want the adulation for being a mother, but not being a wife. You want people to be sympathetic when you break up your home, but still be like, hey, she around her children though. And it's like, what? Bruh. But they say women are the victims now. It's no longer our. We're not a we. It's you and I and the kids that we got. That's what it is. It's not a our. It's not a we. Our family. The family over.
It's over.
How? Bro, hearing stuff like that really, because bro, the reason why I take stuff like this personally, because I'm a guy that's married and I'm trying to do right. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I last 20, 30, 40 until death do us part. But then I listen to stuff like this and it's like, bro.
They playing with that title.
Yes.
I know somebody probably thinking we being petty right now, but we're not.
Nah.
You don't get to say, I want this sanity for our family. You didn't want it when you was posing ass naked.
Right. And
it's
Kanye
like,
just had to be quiet about that.
And he chose it. So we gonna hold him accountable for that, all good and dandy. But when you talking about the well-being of your family, you don't get to say that now.
No.
You said I really wish our marriage could have worked, but it was basically it couldn't be fixed. Said who? Who said it couldn't be fixed? Because it wasn't Kanye. Kanye was wanting his wife back.
Facts.
And he was crazy for wanting his wife back. But in any old R&B video, a guy crying, chasing after your car, it was fine. It was romantic. Go ahead, Tiz.
Something that I noticed about that as well. Most men wouldn't call Kanye a simp. Because men understand this man done built something. He trying to keep it together. That's different from a guy that don't get no respect from a woman constantly super chatting her. Hello. Or constantly cash happening. Knowing he ain't got a shot in the world, but he keep doing it. Kanye said, baby, I don't want us to break this up. I want my family. No man was out here calling him a simp. And if they was, I guarantee you they weren't married, because they don't understand how strong you want, how much work it take to keep that together, man.
Only thing people said was you were stupid for marrying her because of her past.
That is correct.
Niggas wasn't calling him no simp after that, because they understood that man got 3 kids with her.
Man, what?
That man built something with her. And he played a part in tearing it down. I'm not gonna give him a pass and all that. But bro, what do you think happens in 50 years of marriage? That's what confuses me about people. You don't think bricks gonna fall off the building sometime?
Come on now.
Like you think it's gonna be butterflies the entire marriage, bro? It's not. I guarantee you, Jenny got some days where she can't stand her husband. Now, she might not vocalize it, which is a good woman. She might not act on it, which is a good woman, but she has the feelings.
Yes, sir.
And if she does vocalize it, from what she says, she got a man that's gonna address it. See, a lot of these people don't want marriage, man. They want the accolades. They want the tax benefits. They want the pictures at the wedding. They want my book because might I add, you did have a beautiful wedding, but you do way more than the wedding, Tans.
That's it.
Jackie, way more than a bride at a goddamn ceremony.
Come on, bro.
It's like people don't take this shit seriously, and I'm saying people because I didn't take it serious enough at one point to where I wasn't really trying to work that shit out. I was over it. But looking at it now when my another man is in the same house with my daughter. Man, I'm so sick of this generation of my shit don't stink and it's everybody else's fault, bro.
Yeah.
Golly, I'm sick of that, bro. I'm so sick of that.
So I'm gonna read Jay Lynn comment. She got, I always say women are trained to be mothers from a little girl. No one teaches girl to be wives. Woo.
All right, so we got my guy Toros coming in, and we got Mandrell coming in. So let's get a round of applause for Toros.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yes, sir.
All good, bro. Then we got Mandrell in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Mandrell?
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
All good, man. So, Toro, what you got, bro? What you got? You came in first.
I just got to repeat what I said in the chat, man. I've tried to do the research just like Tez did. When he was talking about trying to watch as many clips as he can. She still ain't give a good reason why she got divorced.
There isn't one.
I can't find one, bro.
It was because it was filed under irreconcilable differences. That's what she filed under, irreconcilable differences. There you go, Toro.
What's that mean, dog? Like
we have different. It means that they have differences that they cannot reconcile. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about this, Toros? We can't reconcile the differences. You're part of the problem, Toros. You know, you can't understand that we have the differences, okay, and then they're over here. There's reconciliation, and we can't reconcile the differences of the reconciliations.
Oh my God.
Yo, I was just like you, bro. I was like, okay, maybe the marriage got dry or something like this. But she didn't say that. Maybe he got caught in somebody's DMs. Nope. Maybe he was putting his hands on somebody. Nope. Maybe he was an abusive alcoholic. Nope. Maybe he was a dad who was there but wasn't there. Nope. Maybe he wasn't a supportive husband in her career. Nope. You muted.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I was saying that's me. Yeah, she's more successful than him and make more money than him, so that wasn't it. He definitely supported that.
And she had a man who was cool with
Fat.
She literally, man, this is why I be saying, man, she literally had everything she wanted. Fuck that. And let's be that comes off as a woman who got bored, bro. But as a man, I can't imagine what that feel like. I can't even imagine what that feel like. Yo, my wife really just said, you know what? This chapter's closed. Like, you and I ain't got nothing else going on. Oh, bro. Oh,
it's
man.
Crazy.
What you got on it, man, Drew? With your irreconcilable differences.
Right.
Can't reconcile the differences that need to be reconciled in the reconciliations and such. And the economic indicators indicate that we can't. Anyway. Listen, I mean, y'all said a lot tonight, really. I mean, that kind of summed most of it up. This is what, when guys see things like this is why marriage eligible and marriage qualified men who want marriage, they see this kind of things and they get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I got to go through all that, and then she can just up and leave. You build 14 years together, and it's like Tess, it's just like CJ just said. What you think's going to happen in 50 years? Yeah, the marriage is going to get dry at times. There's going to be times where it's going to be fast. Sometimes it's going to be slow. Sometimes it's going to be meh. You know what I'm saying? It's two human beings coupling together, living together, doing life. You know, there's going to be ups, downs. There's going to be times where it's boring. Now, she was putting up thirst trapping pictures months before this announcement.
Yeah.
Because I see her on Instagram. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She and her sister both. I follow them on Instagram, and in their reels, you know what I'm saying? I don't really go to their pages or anything like that, but I'll see the reels or whatever, and I'm just scrolling through.
You follow them on Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, they're on. I just like or whatever, you know, it's on Instagram.
Sisters? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hey, they're attractive women.
They're attractive. It's just, who even thinks to follow them? It's just,
they came across the algorithm, you know. Hey,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, suggestions.
Do women also experience the midlife crisis like men do? Because she is 44.
And here's the thing: she's 44. She has how many children with him?
Oh, look at Sir Hale.
This issue is women don't understand that men often do the same thing they do. Yeah, but we don't end the marriage because of it. It's true. Now here's the thing with that's true, Sir Hale. Now here's the thing with this young lady. She she was posting these pictures. Even Courtney Michelle made mention of it in one of her videos.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Courtney.
Shout out to Courtney Michelle. Hey, Courtney. Anyway,
you gonna get your ass.
Anyway, Courtney's just a friend that I barely even know.
Sounds like a lot of
hoopla. It is hoopla because Courtney barely knows my name. You know what I'm saying? We don't know each other for real. So anyway, she's posting these pictures. So when this happened, I wasn't surprised, like at all. I was like, oh, well, that explains the pictures then. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing about graduating, it sounds like she didn't want to be in a marriage anymore to him, and she wanted a way out. So she found an irreconcilable differences. Knew that the public wasn't gonna like it. She got with her publicist because she has one of those. They came up with this cockamamie story, and now this is what. And she's an actress, so she's delivering the lines.
Did y'all like the most important thing to me in what she said, bro? She said, I had to sit down and realize what was important to me.
It's crazy.
And then what got me is what got me is
straight scumbag shit.
Right now, here's the Toros. Now, Tez, fellas, what got me the most disturbing part for me was when she said her happiness was more important than her kids and her marriage. Now, that means she missed the most important, lesson thing about family. And it's not about you.
No.
It's not about you. And she missed that whole thing, right? But I don't have any kids, and I never.
She was the center of the universe anyway. That's the whole thing.
She's the mother.
She was the center of the universe anyway, so it was about her.
She was the mother and the breadwinner. She was the mother. Yeah, he's right. She was the mother and the breadwinner. Yeah. She's the mother and the breadwinner. So yeah, everything's centered around her. And here's the thing: her whole world centered around her, and it still wasn't enough. So now she's gonna go back out there with how many kids? 3, 4? How many?
2 or 3?
She got 3.
Three kids. She's gonna go out there. 44, 3 children, divorcee. And here's the thing: because of the way she left that marriage, what man's of value is gonna trust her? Oh, yeah. You can just pack up and leave a 14-year marriage like that? You got 3 kids with this dude, and 14 years in, and you can just up and leave because I'm not happy.
Mandrell, she didn't even make up some bullshit like she caught him watching porn one night.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Exactly, nothing. You're right. Nothing.
Tarus, are you married, bro?
Yeah, man, I've been married. April 4th will be 15 years, man.
Oh, so you right there?
Yeah.
You right there when she is.
So you just crossed over?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question. I got a goddamn question. Okay, so she said that it got to the point where she wasn't happy anymore. She was so when you're at 14 years of marriage, my position was, and when you're at 14 years of marriage, the reason you leaving is not because of a lack of a happiness. You're in it too deep. Do you agree with that?
I agree 100%. And let me give you some that hits your point 100% because I've actually experienced this.
Okay.
So one of the things they don't tell you about coming out the army, especially if you come out of combat, is sometimes that percentage that you get from the VA could really zap your ambition. I got out the army when I was 27, and I was trying to like do my GI Bill, go to school, and all that and everything. It sucked out all the energy at 28 years old in order to. When I saw that I got 100% unemployed for combat PTSD.
Okay.
I'm like, hold up, bro. Y'all motherfuckers said I'm broken. You get what I mean? So for a long time, dog, I had to figure out what a new definition of productivity meant as a man. It wasn't, damn, bro, I can't just go to college and go get this and get like a finance degree and go kick it in the cubicle like I always wanted. Motherfucker said I'm done. Okay, well, now I gotta figure out that new me. But guess what, CJ? That ain't got nothing to do with the marriage.
Nope.
That's got all that has to do with me trying to figure out as an individual what my new definition of productivity means. That ain't got nothing to do with whether or not I want to be married or fucking single.
And your wife gonna do it with you.
And that's what you're in a marriage for. When you go through that journey, you doing it together. Like, or hey man, maybe I just got the wrong idea of what a marriage is, bro. Like I just been doing it wrong. I just been doing it wrong.
Bro, I'm trying to get where you at. Me and my wife been married 2 years now, bro. And anytime I hear stories, you say you'll be 15 years, bro. Sir hadn't been married forever. You know, so it's like when I hear people be so casual about just throwing it away. And Tarus, like you said, bro, what you went through could have mentally, physically, and emotionally broke you, bro. But you didn't say, you know what? I'm going to leave my wife. I'm going to leave my children so I can figure out myself. No.
This a part of me now.
Yes.
Bro.
Golly, man. That's so frustrating, bro.
Sugar Bomb, I never know whether you're serious, but you know we got love for you over here.
Right.
But what you're saying is the problem. Okay, why get married if it's not for forever? When you literally, especially in these times, just fuck. You can just do that.
Dude, I'm telling you that fast culture done infected everyday society here in America, bro. That fast, that quick money, bro. It's way more than just the free market, man. It's every day now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like Sugar Bomb said something. She said marriage is an option. Yeah, it is an option. I agree, it's an option. But after you've done it, not anymore. And here's the thing:
follow through.
Right, I hear women say things like that, and like, Sugar Bomb and I, we might be friends, but we'll never be married. Our ideologies are too different. For me, marriage is a lifelong commitment, and I take my commitments very seriously. Yes, if I'm committed to something, I'm committed. That is it. There's no backup plan. There's no second chances. There's no second look, second guesses. No, if I'm committed, I'm committed. This is what I'm doing. Period. And so if I commit myself to be with someone forever, which is what marriage is, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be with that person forever. So whatever problems we have, we got to sit down and figure this shit out.
Let me ask y'all a question.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all believe, and this is a serious question, because before I say the question, I think one thing that men struggle with is what we believe to be true and what women tell us is true. I think there's the epitome of why this space even exists is because we're battling with those two things. So do you believe that women can't, or let's just say Sugar Bomb, let's just use her, can't understand what we're saying, because it kind of is an option for a woman, because they can get some spousal support, they can get child support. Do you think that plays a reason in that, or do you think the manosphere overstates that thing, or maybe both could be true? Let's start with Toros.
Okay, this is where it gets a little bit dicey, because this is where I start putting context around it.
Okay.
I told you guys before that I have my patience level and how I hold men to a higher standard because we're guys, right?
Yes.
What I have to give women credit for is that because they're women in this country, they're in a position where they have to research everything. They have to know every single resource that's available to them for survivability, right? So that means they're going to go and pick that college, that degree path that actually matters. Like, guess what? I know it's sort of a stereotype with nursing, but guess what? They get paid, and that's a real degree. And a lot of women go in there, and that's a real STEM degree. And guess what? They got good credit scores, and women are doing it right now. And I think because of social media and because the things are the way they are, to be fair to the women, they're seeing all of these opportunities and wondering why we as men aren't taking them. You get what I mean? Because these opportunities are there for us as well. But men are choosing to not go to college and choosing to not do different things. Now, that's because we always create new ways. I mean, think about it. We got podcasts now. Guys are actually making money gaming and things like that. Like, we always find different industries to open up, right? But from just specifically an American point of view, a lot of the women are looking at us going, okay, where all of these opportunities are available, you guys are complaining about us. Well, it's actually easier for you guys to take advantage of these opportunities. Why aren't we? You know what I mean? And that's that right there. More and more guys are having a hard time answering.
Go ahead, man, Drew.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
No. You good.
Yeah, here's the thing. You've heard me say before that the U.S. government played a huge hand in breaking up the black families, right? Or breaking up families, period. With that whole allowing the feminist movement to go on, right? The feminist movement was allowed to persist in order to get women out of the house and into a job, because they get on a job, the women have to pay taxes. That's what it was about. Something just that trivial, frivolous, and greedy. So the breaking up of the black family was just a happy accident. The government didn't understand why is this happening. They even investigated, put time, money, and resources. Report. Yeah, that's what the Monahan report came out at. Yeah. So these women are doing the same thing. They're using these systems that were put in place to give them these advantages and give them these options, as opposed to staying loyal to their families, to their spouse. And they take these options. That's why they look at marriage so cavalierly. They're like, "Oh, I can just leave and I can get half your shit, and you pay me child support." What if that option wasn't there? Now you got something different to think about. You don't have those kind of safety nets to lean on anymore. But I don't think women realize what they're doing, though. Just like in the beginning when a lot of them took the welfare and everything like that, but the men couldn't be in the house and stuff like that. They don't realize what they're doing.
Joe, is that not on us as men for not adapting like they did to the times? Because
well, we did. To the times that back then we were under attack.
Right, but man, I wanted to just hammer this lady, but Mandrell, what you did right now is what I have a problem with, because all of these opportunities are still here for the guys. Let's be clear. When they sent the manufacturing overseas, last time I checked, those were men who shut down those factories that employed a whole bunch of men.
Men in power, right?
From the top down, men are in control of the government. From the top down, bottom up, right? And so it's like, at what point do we look as guys going, okay, well, we're the ones passing the policies. We're the ones.
I disagree with that.
We are not the ones passing the policies. Gen X, millennials, we're not the ones passing these policies. Boomers are. And how long has it been since they've been around normal, everyday people? to where they can see the results of the policies that they're passing.
They've
been in there so long that they're out of touch.
That's
And
one perspective.
I got you, but also to answer your question is why we're not taking those options. Okay, look at what boys are being taught. Most boys come in up in a single parent household. You know, we've got the numbers on that. But what are they being taught in that single parent household by their mother? They're not taught to go be much. I'm not saying every single solitary woman is out there doing this, because there's some guys who go out there and be great anyway, in spite of their circumstances. But these boys are not being raised to be men. They're not being raised to be husbands. They're not being raised to cooperate with women and learn how to take care of a family.
They learning on the fly, and I can
exactly. They're building the plane as they fly it. They're building the plane as they fly it. So
as a kid, I was expected to be a leader,
but no one taught you how to lead.
Like, as a kid, so yeah. I didn't get away with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really taught how to be a man, but you could make the argument. Now you could disagree or agree, but you could make the argument the fact that there are so many single mother homes that when daughters are raised in the house, they have an understanding of what a woman is. But on the other end, I don't have a father, so I'm emulating what I think I should be doing based on what my mother's doing and what I see niggas in the street doing. We owe accountability to men too, because I mean, a lot of men that were around were horrible examples. So I won't put it all on women. But I'm saying when we say things like we didn't take advantage of opportunities, bro, do you understand that most of the guidance counselors were women? Keying and laughing with other girls in my high school. I remember it. They were best fucking friends. They wasn't really reaching out to help the boys. They were making a concerted effort to help the girls.
So you guys have brought up one perspective, and I'm not disagreeing it. But let me bring another perspective.
Okay.
And specifically, Mandrell, because you're a Gen Xer, answer this. What is it about us younger men that the boomers in charge can't wait to replace us fast enough?
Well, the boomers in charge.
Because the boomers aren't, or you just said the boomers are in control, right? They're still kicking and everything. What is it about us younger men that the men that are boomers in control can't wait to replace us fast enough with either foreigners or American women?
It's about money. There's far more money into marketing towards women than you can imagine. Men don't really spend. Once we buy enough shit that we need and a couple of things that we want to keep us entertained.
No. We're talking about the labor market right now.
What do you mean?
Women are replacing men, right? They're becoming more and more breadwinners. I think 40% of the labor market.
Well, I got you. I'm tracking. It's a combination of shit. Now, the things that we name, all those things happen. Yeah, combined all that. That's the problem. You know, we can take the issue because there's so much of it, and we compartmentalize each and every individual issue. However, what people forget to do at the end to come up with the sum total, people forget to go back and take all of that and combine it into one. And there you have it. Once you combine all that, once you combine everything you listed, it's like,
that's why we
because like CJ said, and like in our conversation last night, you heard all the Gen X's that night, and I didn't tell a single person what to say. It was completely unscripted. The first thing Gen X did, we weren't there. Hey, and here's some of the reasons. We all ate it. We all took responsibility for it. So it's like there's a lot that happens, and it's all combined, and it's just like a perfect storm of this.
Guys, all four of us just took her marriage more seriously than she did.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So y'all on that note, we gonna.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That is great.
What do you mean perfect?
That's amazing. He's spot on too.
Get off our screen, bro. Yeah.
These women have fucked you niggas up.
Shout out to Angry Man. Shout out to Angry Man.
The man just came on and shut the
That's
stream
a bar.
down.
Yeah, he did. That was a bar. Yeah. But that's what it is, gentlemen. You
So
take all the
let me ask you,
issues,
gentlemen. Let me.
combine them.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and then I want to get final thoughts from everybody. So we as men, naturally, sometimes we tend not to do it in these spaces. I don't know where the man's nature goes here, but whatever. We have to be solution based. So how do we as men change this culture of relationships that we're seeing today? Like what part can we play in that? And I'll start with Tarus.
My opinion on that is men need to be reminded that we need that ticking time bomb. That I always say this, you need that resume. If we want to be treated like leaders, our resume needs to say that we're qualified to be treated as such. So if you want to, first and foremost, I can't look at what women are doing if I know that there's things that I can change and I haven't done that yet. So there is no situation where if I'm a single man right now, I can criticize a woman with multiple kids if I still stay at my mom's house. There's no way as a man that I can expect a woman to do anything if I don't even pay my own rent. Maybe I got a roommate or someone else is paying the rent, right? That ticking time bomb for a man, people don't realize that rent or that mortgage payment, guys, y'all know that it makes you just organically teach you so much about finances. Like that gene just activated. Like
That's
all
a
of a
fact.
sudden you start budgeting in your head like, yo,
Yes,
I
sir.
know that at the end of the day, this gotta get paid or I got nothing else matters. Men gotta be reminded that the process must be respected. There is no cheat code. You cannot skip the line. In order to be treated like a leader, you have to build up the resume that says you qualified to be treated like one. And it starts with guys. We got to be able to build that foundation, start solidifying our foundation as a pillar individually. And that means sustaining a job, getting rent, get your own crib. That right there, an apartment, roommate, whatever,
Yes,
I'm telling you,
sir.
just that alone will trickle down to everything. And that's what I got to say.
So, man, this nigga shit. Man, I appreciate you coming through, brother, and dropping bombs.
Hey,
Good
man, thank
God.
you for inviting me, guys. I really, really appreciate it, man. I love you guys.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Love your perspective, bro. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Mandrell in now.
What's up? What's up? Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. And answer that question. What do you think we can do to change this culture as men that are supposed to lead this country?
Oh, what can we do? Okay, it's not gonna. First of all, we have to organize. We all recognize that there's an issue, and we recognize several of them. We all do. Second, we have to organize. It's going to take a united front to get this one. And the problem is that we have several generations now of females, some of them are grown into women, who've been raised to not listen, not follow, not respect men, not acknowledge men as leaders, but use the fact that we're supposed to be leaders as a weapon against us to justify their bad behavior. We tell them to do something. I need your help with this, and the other, thus and so. I don't have to do that. I don't have to listen to you. Blah 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 blah. But then when things go to shit, you're supposed to be the leader. You can't make me do it. No, that's not how leadership works. Leaders do, and other people choose to follow.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man, Drew.
I can't lead you if you don't want to follow. You know what I'm saying? So that is that's like ice skating uphill at this point. So good luck to us all. Yes, somebody got to do it, and good luck to us all.
Right.
That's a tough task, but it's going to take a council of men getting together and attacking this from several different fronts. That's what it's going to take, and it's going to take some women who are willing to listen and willing to follow and willing to be taught, and taught to train their kids and their nieces something different. because what they've been doing is clearly not working, but it only benefits them. So they don't really see a real problem because they're getting the lion's share of the benefit.
Right.
So,
Mandrell.
All right, man. Hey,
y'all came with the fire.
I'm telling them, folks. Hey, like, look, bro, we gonna shut it down tonight.
I appreciate you, Mandrell, for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me,
man. And once again, man, great show yesterday, man. You came through and did your thing, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, both of you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
yes, sir, bro.
Woo.
Golly,
man, cooking. What? How you follow that? Like it's hard to follow that, man. Bro, how we change it? And bro, I've been saying this for a long time. I think we have to show a better picture of marriage. We got to. And it's like all that we hear about is when things go wrong. We never hear about the good times. We never hear about the happiness that's inside of a marriage. Not because of the marriage, but we never hear about how the children are brought up. We hear the stats, but when you don't live it, it's different. Like, bro, that's why I wanted to be married and in the house with my child and wife, bro. Because I know that that's the most fulfillment that I'm going to get out of life. And see, that's the thing. I don't care if you believe in the Bible or not. It's something different when you make that commitment, bro. So what I believe we got to do, we have to show people that marriage is a good thing. Brothers like Teruse, that's married 14 years, brother like Sir Hale. I don't know, man. Maybe we gotta get on the roof and scream to the mountaintops that we happy about being married, showing our family. And I hate social media, trust that. But maybe if we do more of that, people understand it ain't just divorce. It ain't just doom and gloom.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I think, bro. I think we gotta really present that, bro. Marriage can be marriage is a beautiful, great, amazing thing when you got two people that's willing to work together to do it successful.
Yeah. And like I said, I'll say it again because I don't believe in being hypocritical. I don't believe in do as I say, not as I do. I don't believe in that bullshit.
Yeah.
So I left my marriage. And I can honestly say I had leadership qualities, but I was not yet fit to lead, which is why I left my marriage. And how do you get to that point? Because I know I can hear guys now, but what did she do? And I know what she did. She knows what she did, but she's accountable for her actions. I can't be. I can only be accountable for mine. So what I did, I stared in that mirror. I talked to myself like a real conversation with myself, and I understood what I didn't do right. I understood what I wasn't ready for. I wasn't consistent enough to be a husband. I just did what I knew I could do. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to put that out there. Now for my final thoughts, how can we make a difference in this? What Teruse is doing, what Tez is doing. We got to make marriage sexy again.
Yes, sir.
We got to make commitment the standard again. We got to make family above all. You know how people, they show you pictures of their new car and their new watch. Let me show let me show you this new ring I just got my wife. Let me show you this hug I give my wife after I just accomplished something in life and she was there for me. Tez, I'll never forget it because it was a pivotal moment for us, and it was definitely a pivotal moment for me. When we went to that podcast convention in Nashville and we won those microphones and you called your wife, I had no one to call. That's what it's about. That didn't make Tez happy. That ain't what it was. It was, I had somebody in my corner, bro. I had somebody I could experience this life with. They get mad at each other. They get upset with each other. They turn over on each other sometimes. I've been there. That's how I know I left too soon. I could have been better. So as men, we can speak on the issues that women do. We can do all that. But we can't do that if we not holding ourselves accountable first and foremost. Because if you going by the Bible, man over woman, God over man, woman over children. So it starts with us. That's what it come down to. So that's all I got, brother. I think we hit it out the park. Our guest came through. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, man. They I wasn't expecting that. And look, look, Sugar Bum, I see where you coming from. Like, let's not get it confused. And like CJ said, sometimes I don't know if you trolling or you for real. But I think what she just said is right. She said, let's see the family vacations you took on and the kids. Let's see the fine dining and the date nights. I agree with that.
Facts.
Like, I'm with you. We don't do that enough. I know I don't. I hate, bruh, I can't stand social media. But me being a podcaster, a YouTuber, that's got to be part of my life. I got to give y'all little pieces of that. I can do it on podcast, but I got to be able to show y'all what the Lindsay family look like when CJ get married, what the Johnson family look like. Tarus, I don't know your last name, but what the Tarus family look like. Like, bro, we gotta be able to show other men and women, especially Gen Z.
We're competing. We're competing with the worst of what we think is the worst. So if the medium is social media, we can change the narrative.
Yes, sir. We just gotta put the work and time in to do it, bro. And like you said, bro, I know there was a pivotal moment because it was to me too. Because 2 years ago, me and you just would have been wilding in that time.
Facts, man. We growing. So look, y'all, on that note, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. So for your guy Tez, damn, I said Tez.
Oh, snap. Blooper.
Another damn, we got so many of them joints.
I'm saying.
All right, let me start over. So for your guy CJ100,
your guy T is the 5.
We are the 5100 podcast. You dig.
Two G's.